Hi guys, so today we're going to do a little part 2 to our college audition series, and this can kind of work for just finding material in general, but we'll be talking, I don't know, I just stopped myself. We'll be talking about how we find monologues and scenes online that are free. So I'll be literally screen sharing and going through that with you just so you can see what that would be like. So I do want to give a few tips and notes before we go into this, just to kind of show you what you should be looking for, what you want to be looking for yourself. So you always want to make sure for whatever material you are going to be choosing that it is age appropriate. Now there are numerous websites that you can use to find free monologues. Be careful because some of them, it's so annoying when you find a monologue and you want to get that monologue or scene and you see half of it and then you click for show me the rest and they're like, okay, you have to pay a fee. Don't pay a fee. You can find it somewhere online if you found something that you're interested in. Do not pay a fee. So for example, today we are going to use Backstage. I don't have a Backstage subscription anymore and I still don't have to pay for their monologue finder, so that is a good thing for you to know. And they have a decent selection. I found my stuff from different sources, but I have found a couple of pieces from here. So when you first get on to the Backstage, you're going to look up literally Backstage monologue finder. So we look up Backstage monologue finder. What's going to come up is popular monologues Backstage. We're going to click that. Now you see the monologuer. So in your college audition, they're going to tell you if you need a contemporary monologue, a classical monologue. They're going to tell you that, or if you need both. And this is a really great way because you can literally filter what you need. So let's say you need a dramatic contemporary piece. So in the genre, we're going to put drama. Category, we're going to put contemporary. Then we're going to click more filters because we want to narrow this down even more and not waste our own time. So gender, I am a female, so I'm going to put female. Sadly, it looks like they don't have a non-binary option. So then we have age range. You should have people that you don't know tell you what they think your age range is. So you can also ask your family, but I think it's going to be harder. You can literally, post a picture of yourself on Instagram, maybe people you don't know that well, and you can say, how old do I look? Give me a starting and an ending. So usually I get between like 17 and 22. So I would literally put age range 17 to 22. It's always important to know your age range because sometimes casting directors, agents, and almost on every single Actors Access Backstage type website, they're going to have a section where you put what ages you can play, and you don't want it to be something drastic. If you say you can play 14 and the youngest you look is 18 and you go into that room, they're going to be like, what? So make sure that you post things that are realistic for your age. Don't do such a broad spectrum that it's too hard to see. Like, okay, well, I look 35 if I wear 1.5 pounds of makeup. Well, if you're not wearing the 1.5 pounds in your headshot picture, then don't advertise that you can look that old without them literally reconstructing your face. So these are some, drama themes that you can put. I personally just select all because I want to see different options, and then you're just going to press search. And this is a process. You're going to have to read through numerous monologues to try to find something that sticks out to you. And you might try something or you're like, oh, this is such a good piece, but you say it out loud and you can't either get there emotionally or for some reason you're not connecting with that character. The most important thing that you want to do is be able to connect with that character to showcase your best self. Another quick tip is sometimes if you're unsure of how a scene is going to sound, you could say it to yourself, but you might want to see like an actual, like almost finished version of it. I've looked it up on YouTube to see how people do the different scenes, not to ever copy their idea. I always make it my own, but just to see how it kind of flows, the text, stuff like that, especially if you're on a really short time frame where you have to find a piece, that might be helpful to kind of narrow down your search. If you're doing a dramatic or comedic scene, always think of the objective, what the character wants, the best thing that can happen for them, and then the stake, the worst thing that can happen for them. Those two things you need to know going into whatever scene, monologue, whatever it is, to bring it to that full level. No one wants to see a piece where the stakes are so low so it seems like not important to watch. This is a snippet. You get 1 second to show what you can do, so really take advantage of that. I hope, there's a little bug. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Comment down below if you want to see some monologue ideas I have for people who are in my age range. I can go through those, but I wanted to keep this general for, I know there could be people watching this that aren't female or don't identify as female and their age range is in 17 to 22. I can show you different pieces that I've used in the past that have worked really well for me. Don't pick a monologue from a random person that wrote it online. Make sure that this piece is someone who's actually like credited playwright. I actually went into an audition one time. One of the guys, he wrote his own piece and they're like, you really never want to do your own piece because we can't even give you feedback because we don't know this playwright, what this character wants, because we've never heard of them. This is just a random monologue that you came up with, so of course it's really hard to give you critiques because you came up with it yourself. So don't come up with your own monologue. Usually for these college auditions, unless they specify, they do not want something from a TV show, a film, a commercial, real playwrights, real plays. I really hope this was helpful. You're doing amazing. You really are. You're doing great. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye guys.